audio world. This is Michelle of The Hard Knot Life, and today I'm bringing to you an audio transcribed version of a blog. So here on this episode, we're going to be reading the blog, He Proposed with a Ring That Turned My Finger Green. All right, y'all. So story time. I was 21 and he was 34 when he proposed. This was in 2010. I was a struggling young adult who graduated with a worthless degree during the 2008-2009 recession. I was living in a state where I had no family. So from day one, when I was 19, my husband supported me by giving me a car to drive to school. Mind you, this was a 1995 Honda Civic. He gave me furniture for my first apartment and groceries when I couldn't afford it. Big shout out to Save-A-Lots and Dollar Tree. He claims to this day that he was my sugar daddy, y'all. So later on when he did propose in 2010, I cared nothing about the ring. I never fantasized about what it would look like, how much it would cost, any of those things. I just cared all about the fact that he and I were solidifying our relationship. So I proudly snapped a picture of my ring. I asked no questions until I realized that it turned my finger green after a few days of showering and washing my hands. So I asked my fiance about it because I was truly confused as to why it was happening. And he responded, "Damn it, they said it was nickel free." So he quickly got on the computer, logged into eBay to give the seller a piece of his mind. And no, I didn't flinch. I immediately knew my fiance did not read the details, so I told him to let me look. He nervously hesitated and said, "I'm sorry, I didn't get you the ring that you deserve, but I promise you I'm going to get you another one with an actual diamond." I was confused this time because I also didn't realize it was a cubic zirconia, though I should have assumed by now. The only thing that was going through my mind was that it was a relief. I'm so glad that he didn't go spending money on something that I would have cared less about. He could have given me a rubber band and I would have gladly shown it off, and that's exactly what I told him. So we later went in to get a replacement, and I opted for a sterling silver cubic zirconia set from JCPenney, and I loved it so much. I actually still have it as a keepsake. I didn't want to go into any debt starting off into a marriage. Putting a wedding or a ring on credit just didn't make sense to me. I already had student loan debt that I couldn't afford, and I wouldn't dare want my husband to be in any kind of debt behind something that does not define the value of our relationship and the representation of a marriage. So don't let people, hype you and fool you into thinking that you have to keep up with what is trending, what looks good, and what other people think. We're still happily married since 2010. We have 2 beautiful children and a lifetime to go. So let's just go over the facts. 1, yes, he had a job, always. He was a full-time federal employee with benefits. 2, no, he didn't have any debt or credit cards. 3, he was supporting me while I was working in school and when I had a minimum wage job, and also later when I was unemployed. So 4, I did catch him in Jared's about to buy me a $1,000 ring, and I stopped him and I told him to take me to Claire's instead. 5, he replaced the ring a year after his proposal. I ended up choosing a white gold certified moissanite ring, and I still wear it to this day on my right hand. And that's because he upgraded me several times since. 6th point is, I'm just so proud of my husband for listening to me and not his pride, and allowing us to go into a marriage with 0 debt. So women, what would you do if your engagement ring turned your finger green? And for fellas, what kind of pressure do you feel to provide a ring of high value to your bride? All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Again, this is an audio version, transcribe of a blog post. Appreciate you listening.